Any question you would like to ask?
Master, could you please talk about darshan and dhyan?
You see, purpose of dhyan has been discussed so much. Our mind has two faculty to think and faculty to discuss and faculty to see. And these two faculty make us attached to certain things of the objects of the world, faces of the world. Mind is never free. We are always thinking about something or another. And about whomsoever we are thinking, their faces also appear before us. So just when we are thinking about certain persons, certain objects, that is known as Simran. When we try to visualize their forms, their faces, their form, that is known as dhyan. So this is the natural tendency of the mind, to think and to contemplate. And these two faculties make us attached to the worldly object, worldly faces. And those attachments bring us to their own level. So that is why we are rotating from one body to another body. We take birth and face death, and again we take birth. So mystics advises us, since we are already in the habit of doing Simran and habit of doing dhyan, so we should think about someone who's everlasting, and that is only the Father. So we try to do Simran on the name of the Father. With the help of Simran, we have to withdraw back our consciousness to the eye center. And since the faculty to visualize also has to be occupied, so nothing can be better than the face of the Master. And that is known as contemplating on the form of the Master. So by contemplating on the form of Master, we try to hold our attention here. So with the help of Simran, we try to withdraw our consciousness to the eye center. With the help of dhyan, we're trying to collect our attention at the eye center, to hold our attention at the eye center. And then only we can be in touch with the sound or divine melody within. So both faculties have to be occupied. Dhyan is a great help in holding the attention. It is not must. So we can do without dhyan also, just by keeping our attention in the darkness here and just doing Simran. Even then we'll be able to hold our attention at the eye center. But the dhyan of the Master definitely helps us. It makes it a little easier for us to hold our attention at the eye center. And that is the purpose of dhyan. As for darshan, it is just a helplessness of a disciple to look at the face of the Master. Darshan has a base of love. Whomsoever we love, we always like to look at them. We always like to visualize their faces. We always like to think about them. We always like to gaze at them, hold our attention on their faces. And that is darshan. So it is nothing but the helplessness of the disciple to look at the form of the Master. And this helps us also in dhyan. Darshan helps us naturally in dhyan, in contemplating of the form of the Master. Because darshan increases our love, our devotion. And when this love and devotion is increased, then it becomes easier for us to hold our attention at the eye center. And that is the purpose of darshan. Yes?
Master, this is a little historical question. Swamiji passed the mantle of mastership to Jaimal Singh, but he also, if I understand it correctly, ordained two other people to deliver satsang. Was this also a passing of the mantleship? Was this also the same process, this delegating of power to give satsang? Could you comment on this other lineage? What is happening with it today? Am I correct in what I'm saying?
Well, brother, Swamiji was a king of the kings. He can appoint any number of masters. There's no problem at all. He can appoint anybody. He could appoint any number of people to hold satsanga to guide the people. There was no restriction on Swamiji. There's nothing much to discuss about them. These are historical facts. Yes. You don't have to raise your hand, you just come on the mic and speak.
Thank you very much for having us here. My question is about our children. How do you recommend we raise our children to understand about the Master?
Well, it's very difficult to guide you people how to raise the children. I myself is a failure in this line. I have no experience of raising the children or giving them the right education. But definitely our children are affected by the atmosphere we have in our houses. Parents are always heroes to children. So they always look to the parents for guidance. They always like to copy their parents, especially the mother. So we have to create that atmosphere of Sant Madhvi in our own homes, that they are automatically influenced by that. You don't have to coach them, you don't have to teach them, you don't have to force them. Automatically their mind gets conditioned by that environment, by that atmosphere in which they have been brought up in the homes. It is natural.
Master, over the past 6 months, there's been various problems at work that have affected my spiritual life and my meditation. Can you comment on that? Can you give me any help?
Well, brother, you know your problem better than me. I don't know what is your problem of work and what is your problem of meditation. You must be knowing what is at the base of those problems. So try to solve those problems and then attend to your meditation, then attend to your worldly work. How can I comment of which I know nothing about your background of your business or background of your meditation problem? Otherwise, we have all problems in meditation. It's a constant struggle with the mind. It's not so easy to subdue the mind or to pull the mind to the level of Tirkuti. It's not so very easy at all. It's a constant struggle. But we have to fight this struggle. And the only way we can do it, to remain steadfast on the principles of Santmat, way of Santmat. And we have to mold our life in that direction and then attend to our meditation every day. Then His grace is there, which helps us, which helps every one of us.
Master, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to Delhi to the satsang. And my question is, when a disciple does bhajan and he would hear sounds, can he hear sounds from any region, or does he have to hear the sounds in progression as you go up the regions?
Well, brother, first we hear echo of the sound. The more we concentrate, that sound becomes better and distinct, and other sounds just start fading out. And only this real sound of the Shabad will remain. And that will become pulling and distinct and clear. And with the help of that sound and light, then we make progress through those regions. First we hear all sorts of sounds. And it's very difficult to distinguish them one from the other. So we should never try to pick and choose. We should try to hear the sound as they are. And with the help of concentration, automatically all other sounds start fading out. And this real sound will become distinct and clearer and pulling. Then we should give our full attention to that sound. And that sound will help us to pull through those regions.
Master, this question concerns the protection of the Master. Does the Master just protect the souls of the initiate, or does he protect us in all the mundane things in life?
Well, sister, his main concern is with our soul. Relationship with the Master is that of the soul and that of the soul and sound. And Master connects our soul with that sound and sound is our real master. So his main concern is to pull the soul to the level of the Father. But since mundane affair also affects our meditation and our day-to-day life, which is also to some extent is very essential before we can attend to our meditation, so we are definitely helped in that way also. But we have to clear our own karmas. We can't say that since we have been initiated, our karmas have been cleared and we don't have to go through those karmas. We have to face our prarabdha, our destiny. That we can't avoid. But definitely meditation helps us to go through the destiny without losing much balance. We go through sometimes smilingly through that destiny. And that way we are always helped. A real relationship with the Master is that of meditation only.
Master, what is the key to success in practicing Dhyan?
What is the?
The key to success in practicing Dhyan.
Well, brother, devotion, love. If we are full with love and devotion, it will definitely help us in holding our attention at the eye center. Love not only holds our attention at the eye center, it also pulls us upward. And it helps us to withdraw from outside. And helps us not to let our attention run out. The base of all that is love and devotion. And darshan also, we also like to look at the face of the Master due to love. The base of darshan is love. It's not a mechanical process of just to look at another man's face. It is the love which pulls us to look at the Master. The base of all that is love and devotion.
Master, I see that when I look at the last 10 years or so, I feel that things in my life aren't working that well. Like I get close to getting married and getting a settled life, and something happens that takes it away. I go to school and become a teacher, start doing real well, and then something happens where I lose all my confidence. And then I write you a letter, and I get a good letter, and it spurs me on, but then something stops it, and I kind of fall on my feet again. And right now I find that that I cannot see where I'm going on the worldly plane, career-wise, marriage-wise, and I feel that I am getting older, and it affects me, and it also affects my meditation and my whole way of life. I do my meditation, but when I'm doing my meditation, I feel that the meditation is really good for a while, and then the mind gets very strong. And I find that I don't know how to see where I'm going, worldly-wise, and sometimes spiritual-wise. I feel that I need some help and direction in that. Can you help me, please? Or give me any advice possible?
Well, brother, base of marriage, base of job satisfaction, all background of all that is our destiny. Whatever is written in our destiny, we will get sooner or later. If it is not written in our destiny, no matter how hard we may try, we will not be able to get at all. So we have to remain content with our destiny. Whatever we have in our prarabdha karmas, we have to face it. We can't avoid it. If there is a marriage in destiny, you will automatically get the partner. If it is in your destiny to progress in your business, in your service, in your job, you will automatically get that achieved. The base of all that is our destiny. But we have to do our best with our limited resources, whatever we have at our disposal, then leave the result to the Father and accept the result. But we have to do our best.
Thank you.
Master, I have a question about my meditation. During my meditation, sometimes I feel my feet both both feet, see, wanted to be moved. It is very hard for me to be against it, see. So what I have to do?
You feel your feet.
Wanted to be moved. Wanted to be moved.
You feel any numbness in your feet, or what do you feel in your feet?
My feet wanted to be moved, so I have to walk. Sir. I have to walk and walk till it is tired, and then I can sit again on my meditation. So what do I have to do?
Yes, sir.
During my meditation, see, my feet, see, get a certain kind of strength, so that they wanted to be moved. So I was to wake up and not meditate anymore. So I have to walk about half an hour, then till it is tired. Both of them are tired, and then I sit down again on meditation. And what do I have to do?
What type of feeling you feel in your feet at the time of meditation?
Yeah, the feelings that they wanted to be moved. They want to be kept quiet, to be kept quiet.
Fire?
Kept quiet. They will not keep still, see? So I have to move. So I have to walk. I have to stand up and move and
I'm
walk.
sorry, I have not been able to understand your problem. Pardon?
So that my feet are restless, see? Restless.
Your feet become numb or
Restless.
His feet want to move.
Want to move. Restless.
They want to walk.
Yes. So when I walk.
He wants to know what to do. His feet want to walk.
He becomes restless.
With the feet.
Restless.
Restless, the feet. The feet.
Master, I believe what he's saying is that he has a hard time being still in meditation.
Well, that is the problem. It's very difficult for us to sit still. And slowly and slowly by practice, we are able to achieve that. Stillness also. But restlessness is there always in the legs. When we try to withdraw from our consciousness through the legs, restlessness is always there. Some type of itching, or the feet are becoming numb, or we just want to get up and run away. That type of feeling is there. But you shouldn't stretch too much, see, and don't force yourself in sitting. You can get up, walk for 2-3 minutes in the room, and then again sit in meditation. Or you can just massage with your own hands, you see, your calves and all that. And again you can sit in meditation.
Another question, please.
Some sort of problem is bound to be when we are trying to withdraw from our legs upward. And that is also just in the beginning.
Yes.
When we are in the habit of withdrawing to the eye center, then you won't even feel anything about your body. You'll feel this body belongs to somebody else. And it doesn't belong to you at all. You're watching your own body sitting in meditation. Now you'll be able to come back to the eye center. Some sort of feeling is there in the legs to begin with.
Another question, please. Okay. Sometimes I felt that I was about to fall down, suddenly about to fall down, see, doing a meditation.
Well, you can lean against some hard substance. You can sit on a comfortable chair that you may not fall anywhere.
Thank you.
Yesterday you commented that feelings and emotion are expressions of the mind, and in our life, in our effort to do Simran during the day and to eventually gain a little control over the mind, are there times when we have to hold the feelings and emotions in check in order to train the mind?
Well, brother, emotion, when the tendency of the emotion is downward, then they become passion. When the tendency of the emotion is upward, then it becomes a devotion. So base of devotion also is emotion. Base of passion also is emotion. But we have to, you see, create devotion in these emotions.
Use discretion. Use the power of discretion to tell when the emotions are pulling downward.
Actually Simran helps us. Concentration helps us to create devotion in our emotions. The more we concentrate, the more we are at the eye center, the more we are able to withdraw our consciousness to the eye center, our tendency becomes upward. And the more our attention is spread into this creation, our tendency is downward and outward.
Ultimately, the emotions can be used through devotion to take the attention upwards. And
Yes, emotions are very helpful in creating devotions. I say emotions are same. That devotion is also in the mind. That passion is also in the mind. It is the same mind which becomes victim of the passion due to emotions, lower emotions. It is the same mind which is full with devotion for the Father. Then his pull is there from within. It is the same mind.
thank you.
Master, is it dangerous to the spiritual path to be ambitious in the world? I notice a sign on the wall over here.
Well, brother, there's nothing dangerous about it. But definitely, if we have certain desires to be fulfilled, we have certain ambitions to achieve, to some extent, they definitely come in our way of our internal progress. But if you are destined to achieve those ambitions, fulfill those ambitions, and achieve to that height, you can't help it. So at this time of meditation, we should forget the whole world and just relax our mind and sit in meditation. We should not use our meditation to achieve those ambitions, achieve those desires. We have to use our meditation only for our spiritual progress within, just to seek His grace within, and shouldn't use it to fulfill our worldly desires or worldly ambitions. Then it becomes a block.
Thank you.
Master, I have a young son who asked me to ask you about death. Do you have any comments for a child about death, and also what I might advise my son about finding a perfect master when he is older, when he's grown up 20 years from now?
I have just answered previously, you see, that we should create that atmosphere in our homes which can influence the children towards the path. You don't have to teach them anything. They always like to follow and copy their parents. If that atmosphere of spirituality and of that love and devotion of the Father is there in the homes, children are automatically influenced by that. Their mind automatically become conditioned in that group.
Okay.
Maharaji, I would like to know how to carry the feeling that I have in meditation throughout the day. It seems like there's two different lives, one during meditation and the rest during the day.
I know, brother, but when we are attending to our meditation with love and devotion every day, we definitely create an atmosphere of love and devotion around us in which we spend the whole day. Our tendency should always be towards the Father. Pull should always be towards the Father. And keeping that in view, we have to attend to our worldly duties, worldly responsibilities. And we have to live whole day in that atmosphere which we built during meditation. It helps us to face the ups and downs of the world, of daily routine.
Master, as we all know, there's a tremendous amount of cruelty, physical cruelty, in the world today. And as you've told us, it will just be getting worse. My question is, the people who are subject to this physical cruelty, say by a government, in torture, for instance, is the individual who is being tortured always paying off an old karmic debt, or is this sometimes new debts being incurred?
Well, brother, when we read the history, I find there never have been a peace in this creation at all. We have been always fighting with one another, nation fighting against nation, country fighting against country, tribes fighting against tribes, families fighting against families. There never have been peace in this creation, and there can never be peace in this creation. As long as we are at war with our own self, within our own self, there can never be peace even outside in the world. First, we have to create peace within ourselves. Then we radiate peace wherever we go. We are ourselves at war with ourselves. So, that atmosphere, what is government? We have made the government. Government has not been imposed on us from somewhere above. We have selected the governments. We are the ones who are responsible for what they are doing. But as long as the mind is there, ego is there, such conflicts are bound to be there. When we read the history, no doubt people never have such comfortable houses. But even then they used to fight with each other. They used to fight with hands, they used to fight with bamboo sticks. They used to fight with crude arms. And then we made progress, then we had guns, now then we have, these tanks and fighters and bombs and all that, but we have been always fighting. I can't say that there is more cruelty now than before. There always have been a cruelty in this world. Struggle for existence has always been there in this world. You look at the animals, watch them, they are killing each other, they are fighting with each other. And same, that instinct of fight is there in man. It was before, it is now. And our whole fight is to kill that instinct of killing one another, fighting with one another, and to live in peace and love with one another. So, cruelty, of course, is there. This world is bound to be imperfect. The moment this world becomes perfect, nobody will stay here. We will go back to the perfect one. We are only here because we are imperfect. This world is imperfect. And we have made this world imperfect. If we become perfect, the whole atmosphere will become perfect. You cannot pick the thorns of the world, but you can definitely wear strong shoes not to be affected by those thorns. So by our meditation, we are trying to wear shoes that we are not affected by the worldly problems. And we clear our karmas, we clear whatever we owe to the Caesar here, and escape from this creation and go back to the Father. That is our real object. We cannot improve the lot of this world. They will go on like this. It's a question of only more or less comparative degree. Now cruelty is well known to us because the press is free, some such strong means of communication, knowing each other what's happening in the whole world. So by reading a newspaper, we just have the whole picture before us, what happened last day. But in olden days, there were no press, no means of communication. People didn't know what's happening all around. So we think probably there was less cruelty. But same cruelty was there. This struggle with existence will continue in this creation. We have to leave this creation. We have to go back to the Father, because this is not worth living here at all. We can't improve it, but we can definitely leave it.
Master, I have a question. In my farming activities, I have a choice of using fertilizers that are animal byproducts, namely bone meal and fish emulsion. Is it can I not use those, or should I not use those products?
You mean the fertilizers?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can use it.
Can. Thank you.
No harm.
Master, there's a saying in the Bible that to he that hath shall be given, and from he that hath not shall be taken even that which he hath. And I don't understand what that means.
He that hath will be given?
To he that hath shall be given, and from he that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath.
Well, brother, these are the mistake terms. It has to be read and explained with reference to the whole subject, whole sermon. As Christ said, you see, I have come to make blind those who see, and I have come to give light those who are blind. I think it is the same background that you are trying to discuss. Those who just see the creation, I just come to make blind to them, because I don't want them to see the creation. I don't want them to get attached to this creation. And I want to make them see those who cannot see the Father. Those who are blind as far as the Father is concerned. Those who see as far as the world is concerned. So those who see, Christ said, I have come to make them blind. Those who don't see, I have come to give them eyesight. So this is just a way of explaining. So similarly, what you are talking about, those who have shall be taken away. Maybe those who are attached to this creation, I want to take those attachments from them. Those who don't have, I want to give them. Those who are not attached to the Father, I want to attach them to the Father. But I can explain better if I know the whole text, you see, with what reference it has been said. But there is nothing contradicting in the Bible.
I've lived so much of my life wanting to live my ideals, yet now I'm seeing that it hasn't been in the right perspective for me. And I'm wondering if you can comment.
Can you frame your question again, please?
Well, I've been very idealistic, wanting the world to be a certain way. And I see now, I'm beginning to see that it's actually creating more attachment to the world by my wanting the world to be a certain way. I've been wanting to live my ideals, yet I've gotten very confused.
I think it's rather a statement than a question.
Master, are you ever disappointed with our efforts as disciples? Is the Master disappointed?
Well, sister, we are all struggling souls. We have to do our best. And no question of being disappointed with anybody.
So, you don't have expectations?
As great master used to say, that if you can't bring your success to me, bring me your failures. Failures, at least you are trying your best, you are doing your best, but you have not been able to succeed anything at all. But that trying our best should always be there. We should be sincere to do our best. Then even if we don't achieve anything, then we should leave it to the Father. At the most, we can only do our best.
Thank you.
I had a question regarding the spiritual significance of Christ telling Peter, you'll deny me before the cock crows once, you will deny me 3 times. And then Peter proceeded to go and deny that he even had any contact at all with Christ. And then the cock crowed. And I was just wondering, is there any significance in that?
Well, sister, if you read the whole Bible, at least that chapter, Peter was saying that you are our God. You are everything to us. We cannot live without you. He wanted to tell him where you stand. Sometimes we feel, we think that we have achieved a lot. We have a lot of faith, a lot of love for the Master. And nothing can shake us. Nothing can take that love away from us. Not that the Master doesn't know, but he also wants us to make us realize how the depth of your love is. So similarly, he wanted to make Peter realize that in spite of what you say, you are our God. That you will deny me, then the cock will crow. And Peter did deny him. Peter did love him, no doubt. Nobody can challenge that. But that depth was not there. He only wanted to make him realize that where he stands in his love and emotions for the Father, devotion for the Father. So Peter did deny him. And ultimately Peter had to suffer for that, had to pay for that. And nobody loved Jesus more than Peter.
Master, could you please speak to us on friendship? The value of friendship and...
What is your concept of friendship?
That's what I'm asking. I would like to know yours.
Friendship means with someone whom you have clear understanding, who accepts you what you are and you accept him what he is. And there is a clear understanding between both of you. He wants to help you, you want to help him. That is friendship. But it is very rare.
Excuse me, Master. Over here. Oysters are killed for their pearls and elephants are killed for their ivory. And my question is, do we take on karma ourselves by wearing these items?
Well, sister, to some extent we do, because we create the demand. And then to fulfill our demand, the supply is there. To some extent. But since we have to live in this creation, we have to draw a line somewhere. We can't run away from this creation. We kill when we walk, we kill when we talk, we kill when we drink. At every step we are killing. We take milk, we are killing. The fodder brought to you, God knows how many insects have been killed before the fodder goes to the cow. And the fruits, for preserving the fruits, vegetables, how many insects have been killed? So you can't avoid killing in this creation. So mystics advises us that we should try to collect the least killing, least possible load. We should not unnecessarily go right and left to kill. But some killing we just can't help, come avoid. Even vegetables have life, even flowers have life. Even trees, we just pluck the, you see, branches and all that, even they have life. You can't help it. So they tell us, you see, that try to collect the least possible load during your span of life. If you have a load of just one shirt on your body, it's meaningless for you. But if you have 100 pounds on your head, you're just crushed by it. So we should not be crushed by this load of killing. But you can't avoid wearing a shirt in this creation. You cannot avoid killing at all in this creation. So we have to draw a line somewhere.
Thank you.
Master, why do we have to go through all this suffering and pain before we meet you inside? It seems to be so hard.
Well, brother, in love and devotion, there are always suffering and pain. What does the lover get from a beloved? Suffering, pain. But then happiness. What does the mother get when she delivers the child? Suffering, pain. Or she is the happiest woman when she delivers the child. So nothing is achieved in this creation without pain and suffering.
Is it going to be throughout all our life?
Pardon?
Is it going to be throughout all life?
Well, when the struggle is constant, struggle is for the life, but there is certain pleasure and satisfaction in this pain of separation from the beloved. There is a certain pleasure. If you ask a lover, you forget your beloved, why are you unnecessarily suffering? He will never leave it. He will rather go through that pain and suffering than forgetting his beloved.
Thank you, Master, for the suffering.
Because he gets some pleasure in that pain, in that suffering. And even that pleasure he will not like to forego at all. So suffering and pain is part of meditation to some extent. We have to refrain so much from the worldly sensual pleasures. We have to sacrifice so many things in this creation before we achieve our object in meditation. That suffering is there. That pain is there with the constant struggle with the mind to pull the mind from all the senses. That struggle is there, and in struggle there is always a pain.
Thank you, Master.
Master, thank you for bringing me here. I'm here for the first time, and I would like to ask you a question about illness. I've been fighting with some physical ailments during the 4 last years, and this is disturbing my meditation to
Illness
and pains in my body. And this is yes.
We have so many problems with our body, so we have to consult the doctors or the physicians.
Excuse me. My question was, is there any special thing I can do with my meditation just to come away from it, the awareness of it?
You know your problem under the circumstances, you should try to do your best to attend to your meditation.
Thank you very much.
Master, my question is regarding meditation.
Yes.
My question is regarding meditation. When we have the successes, we feel the elation of that. And when we have the failures, we have the disappointments and the feeling of failing. What I would like to know is how to get past feeling bad for the failures and get to a balance so you won't feel so much up and down.
Well, sister, we shouldn't try to analyze too much ourselves. Actually, we spend a lot of time in analyzing our own self, or justifying our weaknesses, or feeling guilty unnecessarily. We should do our best to attend to the meditation and then leave the result to the Father. Some problems will always be there. Ups and downs will always be there. Sun doesn't shine every day. Sometimes there are very thick clouds. But then we know the clouds will disappear, sun will come again. So we shouldn't be upset with the ups and downs of our meditation so much. They are bound to be ups and downs.
Maharaji, you know, when we are initiated, we're given the names, but we're also given this description of the regions that we go through, and we're told if we call on these lords of these regions, that we call their attention, but we're given this description of the region and what it looks like, and the lights and the sounds in these regions. And like in mysticism, the spiritual path 1 and 2, which Professor Puri wrote, there are some descriptions that are rather clear of each region. Now, would it help, just as you do in college when you study, you know, would it help to really learn and understand and be able to visualize without effort, you know, to really know the descriptions of each one of these regions and to have it so much in the mind, you know, that you didn't have to pull for it? Would that help the meditation to have that mental understanding of each region as we do the Simran?
Well, sister, we are just given the basic minimum information required for our meditation. We are not given much detail of those regions at all because they are unnecessary. And we should not try to visualize those regions, what they would be look like, or what we have been explained. We should only attend to our meditation. We should only be in touch with the sound and light within. That sound and light automatically will pull you upward and inward. You don't have to try to think or visualize about those regions at all. You should just forget about everything and only give your full attention to that light and to that sound which you hear within. And don't think about anything at all, nothing at all what has been explained to you about those regions. And whatever has to come will automatically come before you. You don't try to visualize all those, what you have been told. Otherwise, mind will run away. It will just scatter away.
So stay away from the intellect completely. Just take the Simran.
Only we should concentrate by Simran and hold our attention by Dhyan and give ourselves 100% to that sound and light within. Just submit ourselves to that and think about the whole world. Think about all the regions, all the deities. Anything else which has been explained to you. It will automatically, what has to come will come before us. You don't have to visualize all what you have been told.
So when the time for Simran is done, should we then try to do Dhyan? Or just for someone at a low level like me, I do my Simran for the time you tell me to do it, then should I go into the bhajan position or should I try to do Dhyan of you?
Sister, Simran and Dhyan should go together.
Together?
Yes, they should be synchronized together.
I never understood that.
Because both faculties have to be occupied. Faculty to think and faculty to see.
I never knew that. I've been on this path 15 years.
They both have to go together.
It's not really funny.
Otherwise, sister, if you are doing Simran, your mind will be visualizing many things of the world. It will never concentrate. And if you are just trying to visualize, your mind will not be in your thinking. So just Simran and Dhyan should go together.
So while I'm doing my Simran, it's all right for me to visualize your eyes and face.
Just keep your attention here. Don't try to visualize, you see, and try to form the face or eyes or all that. When we look at anybody, we don't try to analyze where are the eyes, where is the nose, where is the ear. We just look at the face. So think your master is here. You are doing Simran in his presence. And that will help you to concentrate here.
So to me, that's Dhyan. It's not the idea of me trying to visualize you, but it's the idea of just doing the Simran, believing and having...
It will be convenient and better if you feel you are doing Simran in the presence of your master. And your master is right here. And you are in his presence and doing Simran. That will help you to concentrate at the eye center.
So that's my Dhyan. You see, I've always thought that Dhyan was an actual seeing you within myself.
Sister, Dhyan, the purpose of Dhyan is just to hold the attention here. Real Dhyan will come when you will see the light. And light will automatically occupy your attention. That is focusing, then you will be focusing on the light. That is real Dhyan, which holds your attention there. Dhyan is something which holds your attention there. And real Dhyan is when we see the radiant form of the Master within.
And then I go into the bhajan position like you told me.
When you go to the bhajan position, you forget about Simran, you forget about Dhyan. Just be here at the eye center and try to give yourself to that sound. Try to be attentive to that sound within.
One time we were told that it was better if we did not use earplugs. When we're in a position where there's a great deal of noise outside, is it all right with you for us to use earplugs, or would you rather not?
Sister, actually it is something artificial. If we can avoid it, it's better. But if you can't help it, it is so noisy and surroundings are such, then you may use it. Nothing wrong in using those plugs, but it is something unnatural.
Thank you very much.